I was literally just sitting down to record this video when we got this breaking news on top of all the other insane news that we're going to be talking about today, where Kash Patel is now considering resigning from the FBI unless Pam Bondi steps down. Everything is just completely spiraling out of control right now between Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, and Kash Patel over everything that has been going on over the past week with Epstein and the files, the footage, and everything else. As we know, of course, they have not handled this very well. They have told us that there are no clients, that there is no client list, and that the Epstein case is closed. And well, the American people are not happy with that response. So we just got this a little bit ago, where Dan Bongino will resign from the FBI if Pam Bondi refuses to leave the DOJ. So now we're at a point where Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are threatening to leave the FBI if Pam Bondi does not step down as Attorney General. And I've been saying for months now at this point that I don't like Pam Bondi, okay? I do not trust her. And, well, we have even more details about this. So per Axios, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino has clashed with AG Pam Bondi over the handling of the Epstein files and took this Friday off of work. Deputy AG Todd Blanche has denied the reports of feuding between the FBI and DOJ. Of course he has, because, well, he's got to defend Pam Bondi. And, well, you guys are definitely going to have to let me know in the comments below what you think about this and where you stand on all of this. What is your take on everything that is going on right now with our government, with the FBI, with Pam Bondi, and everything else? I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Bongino is reportedly furious with Pam Bondi over her handling of the Epstein files, which has led many to believe he could walk away from the job that he took in February. The source close to Bongino said that he's effectively issued an ultimatum saying he won't work alongside Bondi. And that is where I'm at as well. If we're at a point where we're in this ultimatum where it's either Kash Patel and Dan Bongino or Pam Bondi that are going to leave, if I was going to choose between them, I would absolutely say Pam Bondi 100%. The rift between Bongino and Bondi intensified on Wednesday, days after the Department of Justice announced there was no evidence to prove that Epstein had a client list. Had just like magically gone, despite the fact that Pam Bondi months ago was saying that it was all on her desk. And she told us that the information that she had, the details that she had, the files were horrific, guys. It was just terrible, terrible stuff. And she literally said that there was 200 plus victims, 250 plus actually. And yet, once again, I'd have to just bring up the point. If there are victims, then that means that there were clients. Bondi had promised to reveal major details in the case 5 months ago. Horrific details, she said, when there was no massive revelations to bring forward. Pam said her piece. Dan said his piece. It didn't end on friendly terms. One person briefed on the heated discussion. Bongino left angry, the source said. The fact is, Dan was for releasing the information with the video and had no problem until he got heat online. Bongino found the video with the missing minute. He vouched for it after a thorough review, and he thought that would end the matter. When that didn't work, he lost his mind and ran out of DC. Said a pro-Bongino source, Dan is not the bad guy here. He shouldn't take the fall. Well, I mean, at this point, I just don't know who to trust. That is where I'm at with this entire thing, because I feel like that we're not being told the truth. Now, if there is a reason why we're not being told the truth, if it is the case that Trump is using the information that he has in order to have leverage over bad people, and in order to push his agenda, then that is fine. I actually don't have a problem with that, because that is just politics, okay? If that is the case, I would rather know at least to some extent what is going on, rather than to be gaslit that there is no client list and that we should all just shut up about the Epstein thing and that the Epstein case is closed. I think that is absolutely insane that they are pretending like this is all over. It is not all over. The American people still want questions answered on this entire thing, and we are not going to be happy until they are answered. So with that being said, there's a lot of insanity going on right now with everything that is going on, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with all of this. I'm definitely going to continue to monitor this, so let me know in the comments below where you stand on all of this and what your thoughts are, because I'm sure that some of you have some really good thoughts about what is going on with this entire thing. So with that being said, let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.